welcome to my channel Crafty Corner. Today I thought I would do a small tutorial on how to make a little beaded dragonfly. Now these are super easy to make and I think they look really sweet. As you can see on this one, I've got a mainly light blue body with a darker blue for the head and some reddish beads for the wings, and I think they look really cute. It took me about 5-10 minutes to make, and I might use this to hot glue onto a hair grip for my hair, but I have made some in the past and I've made bigger ones and I've stuck them onto my trinket boxes because I think they look really cute and a nice design, and I've also made them into badges to wear, and they're really fun to make. So let's get started. Now for this one I have decided to do quite a smaller version than this, and on this I used a thicker wire. I don't know if you can see it at all, it's a little bit thicker, but for these little ones all I'm going to use today is some wire that I picked up from my local hobby craft store, and it's just normal beading wire, and I've got a gold version, and we've got it, there's 24 yards on this, so it's quite thin and really flimsy to bend, and it's perfect for this job. And at the moment in my local hobby craft they have got lots of the seed beads, which is what we're using, and you can get pots of these for just 50p, and I think that's a real bargain because they used to be about £2, £3, even £4 a pot, and now they're only 50p each because they're being discontinued, but hopefully they bring out some other ones soon. So I've got all these different colours at the moment because I'm working on quite a few different projects. As you can see, I've got a quite a big brooch. I'm not sure if it's going to be a brooch or a maybe a pendant, and I've also got a nice little bracelet I'm making there. So I've got some bigger beads, but I don't think I'm going to use these type today because the wire I'm using is a bit too flimsy for these, and some other types of like glass beads, but these are a bit more like little cylinders, and I actually prefer for this sort of project the little rounder seed beads. So I think I'm going to choose a yellow for the body this time with some gold wings maybe, so maybe I'll do those two. So some red head, so I'll choose these three. So let's get started. Now the first thing you want to do is cut yourself a length of the beading wire. So this is I've got too much really, but it's maybe about 20 centimeters in length, but it kind of curls around. So with this, hold on a second. So if you just pour out a little in the lid some of the beads that you want to use, and you get your wire, and you just, it's a bit tricky one-handed because I can't seem to stand up the camera and show you what I'm doing, so I'm just going to bead through. To do is, see if I can do this showing clearly enough, is to go back over, is to miss the first one, and with the end of your wire go through the second one. So it's like that, so then you've got like a secure bit on the end, so that one's not going to come off at all. And now, because it's this wise thin enough, you can twist it a few times. And then just carry on the other end, threading the rest of our beads to make the body. So I'll just go ahead and carry on with that now. So as you can see, I've gone ahead and probably put on about another 15-ish yellow beads just to make it long enough, I think, for how long I want the body to be. And then I've gone and put a red bead as the head, and all I'm going to do now is what I did for the end, is sort of double back. So I'll miss the first the red bead, and then I'll go back through the body to sort of like maybe 5 beads down, and I'll get it to stick out, and then we can start to bead the wings. So I shall go ahead and do that now. So there we go. So I have where you can see it, it's very tricky to show. I have sort of missed the first red bead and then gone back through, there's about 7 beads or something there. I've gone to the 7th bead. That's where it just naturally started to poke out, so I just thought, oh, that's not so bad, because it's roughly halfway, so it's starting to stick out a bit now. So I've already got my pot of gold beads that I'm going to use as the wings, and I shall start to go ahead and thread them. Now the first one, it naturally sort of like, as it's pointing downwards, will probably end up doing the lower wing, just because that's the way it goes. So this one I like to do slightly smaller, and then we will thread it back through and then up, and then do that top left wing, and then see how it works out. Usually I might either, they can twist quite easily, but we'll see what we get from there. So I'm going to start to do the little bottom wing first, so I'll probably end up putting about 3 beads on. It's really awkward. I think I need a tripod so I can show you what I'm doing, but basically I'm just like going to thread about 10 beads onto this bit of wire. So I'll show you when I've done that. So I've threaded on about 10ish seed beads into the end of that wire, and what I'm going to do now is stay still. I threaded this wire through the first 2 beads, and now it's naturally pointing upwards, so I'll make, this is going to be for the bigger wing on the other side, so I will put probably about 20 little seed beads on this, and I'll do exactly the same thing, and I'll show you when I've finished. So that's the big wing on the other side done, and I've done exactly the same as I did for the little wing. I thread all the seeds through, and then 2 from the end I threaded back through. So now we've got it coming over to this side, and it's naturally sort of going upwards. You can sort of bend them a bit anyway when you're finished, but it's naturally going upwards, ready to do the next big wing on the right hand side, which is what I'll do now. And I'll carry on doing this big wing, and then thread it through, and then do the smaller little wing, and then I'll show you when I've done those ones. And so there it is. Now I finished my one off just because it was getting a little bit fiddly. As you can see, my last little wing is a lot smaller than the first one I did, and this wing is probably a little bit bigger than this wing, and I ran out of beading wire, but I managed to get enough just to make a little wing and then just wrap it around the middle a few more times to secure it. And I'll probably end up putting a blob of glue there just to make sure that it doesn't unravel, because you don't want your beads going everywhere. But even though it's not symmetrical, I think that's half the charm when you make things yourself. They don't always have to come out perfect, like you can see. And it doesn't matter because it's homemade, and you can always try again. So I could always just take all these beads off and have another go. But I quite like it a little bit different, and I think it will look really sweet if I stick it onto a hair grip and give it to one of my kids for put it in their hair, or even you can use them and decorate maybe a birthday card or an Easter card or something. But I think they look super cute, and they might be a little bit fiddly, a little bit frustrating when you can't quite get all the beads to thread through properly and then they start rolling around the table, but it's really fun and I really enjoy making all these different little crafts ideas. So hopefully you'll join me again for some more craft videos, because I really enjoy making them, and most of my time is spent thinking up new ideas of how to make new bits of crafts, and just generally enjoy making things to decorate. So hopefully you'll join me again soon for some more videos, and don't forget to give this a thumbs up, like, subscribe and all that good stuff. And I'll see you again soon. Bye!